the alphabet, and we're going to have a look at the words. And tonight we're going to spend a little bit of time just amongst ourselves as we are and see if we can start making some sentences. Just with the words that we've got here, nothing else. We're not going to go. There's just one word that I want to teach you, but it's okay. I'll teach that to you just now. Right, let's start. Aleph. Aleph is number one. That is the first letter of the alphabet. And our word is, who wants to read that for us? A-N-I. Well, it's Ani.
Ani.
Ani, yeah, thank you. A-N-I, the chirik, yud. Chirik, yud is the vowel, Ani, and Ani is I. The English transliteration is very, let's say, not very exact, but it is very near. So it's the best I can do. Ani, that means I, okay? So that can start many sentences. I go to town, or I walk, or I drink coffee, or I drink tea, or I eat vegetables, whatever. The I, Ani, okay? And that's you, Ani. Whether you're female, whether you're male, you're an Ani. That's I am. I am going, I do, Ani, one word. But now the others start becoming male or female. Ani is still one of both. Bet, there is our B. If it has a dot in it, then it is the B, and without it, it is the V. And its value is 2. But as I said to you before, the values aren't too important. You use them when you are making notes and you want to say paragraph 2, then you put bet, and that will be your paragraph 2. Now, the word here is, who would like to read that? Who can read that? What is this letter here? The first letter is a H with a little chirik underneath. It's a little dot, which is I. Then it is an N with an E, the tzera, or the 2 dots, and an H. Hine, 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 a little, a little, a little. Hine. Okay. Gimel. Gimel, number 3. Who wants to read this word? Who wants to try? Come on, try. Ga.
Ava.
Daar say. Ga-ava. Ga-ava. It's actually very plain. There's nothing funny about the pronunciation. It's just according to the letters. Ga, ga, with the A, the comets, and the A, there is the reduced vowel A, va, pride. Okay? Dalit, Dalit, number 4. And the word is le. Why is it apostrophe? Because it has got a shva underneath it. The shva stops it right in the beginning. We say le hi va nos. Lehivanos is to enter. Now, remember I said to you, when the word like that is to, has got the to on it, like here, to enter or to breathe or to secure, you've got to use it like that in your sentence. Okay, because we can't use just, let me just quickly see if I can find for you ENTER. That's to enter, to join, to record, to input, to enter. Entering is a totally different word. Entering is bia. Bia. There, where we go at Dalet, lehivanos is to enter. So if I say, I want, tsoros, lehivanos, I want to enter. I've got to use that word with the to enter. But I enter is ani bia acheder, the room. I enter bia acheder. So this is one of those where you've got to learn the word, specifically what it is. Okay? So lehivanos is always to enter. But I enter is bi, bi apostrophe a, bi. If you want to write that down, you're welcome to do that. We can use that if you like. Okay. Hey, there it is, the hey, with its little window, which means come, look, behold, come see, come and look, have a look and see what's cooking. Its value is 5. And le, I, n, som. Why is that H there? Oh no, it is. It's shom. Lin, shom. Have a look at L, I, chirik, vowel, n, shva, sheva, sh. Then on top, on the left. So now you look at it and you say, but now is that a shin or is it a sin? No. First of all, you see immediately it is sh, and that is the o, the vowel o that we put in before the M. Lin shom. Lin shom. To breathe. Okay? Lin shom. To breathe. Vav is the vowel. And as I said, leave the top on. The modern Hebrews, they just make it a stroke without that top. But I find it's easier for me learning the language to leave the top on so that I can see that is a V. And its value is 6. Okay? And now we have a look at ba tu ach. Ba, the B, and it's got a dot in with a comets, a, ba, t, there's the T, tet, oo. You see there the vav hasn't got the little top on. But now I've learned to sort of see, okay, that's an oo. That is a vowel. It's not a vav. Ba, tu. And then you see underneath the last het, there is an a, which is the patuach. That's the shortened vowel a. And that you've got to read before you say. Remember, it's ba, tu, a. Ba, tu, ach. You've got to end on the but you've got to say the a before it. In other words, there are two vowels before this to secure. Okay, all right, let's look at those words. You've got them, you've written them down, and they're here. Okay, so any questions on those? They clear? Okay, let's go to the next one. Zayin, there is our Zayin, value 7. Plowing, I'm going to use this word for Zayin. Remember, we had 4 or 5 in our last schemes, but this is a feminine word, plowing. And plowing is charisha, charisha. And oh dear, I didn't fix the ch should be there above the patah or chatef patah. R, I, sh, ah. You don't say the H, you just say sha. But you've got to have that last H to complete the spelling. Otherwise, the spelling of the word is wrong. Ha, sorry, there's the ha should be there. Ri, sha. Harisha is plowing. Okay, got him? All right. Chet. Chet is our lovely solid letter. Number 8 is its value. And we're going to use its word in outside. Outside. I go outside. And that is nachash. I go, sorry. Chitsoni. Sorry, I looked wrong. Chitsoni. That is the ch chet. Chitsoni. Chet, chirik, yud. There is the vowel being carried by the vav. T, o, n, ear. You hear that? That is the diphthong. Diphthong. 2 sounds. Ear. Chitsoni. Ear. You can scarcely hear it when I'm saying it, but it is there in the spelling. Okay. Tet. Number 9. Number 9, we're going to use the word snake. A nachash. A snake is a nachash. The snake came to Eve. Nachash came to Eve, and he said, has the Lord said, you can't eat of all the trees of the garden? There, his question already was a lie. Nachash. N, a, chet, a, sh, nachash. Nachash. Snake. Okay. Yud. Yud, the smallest letter in the Hebrew alphabet, its value is 10. And we're going to use the word work, in which we use avodah. It's avodah, and this is a, it ends in a. That gives us the feminine ending, avodah. As I said to you last week, avo is the male of work. If I say ani avo, I'm saying it in masculine. But if I say ani, avodah. You know immediately I'm a woman because I've used the feminine avodah, the feminine word for work. I haven't used the male, so I must be female. There we have it. The Y, the ayin, a, the bet or the vet, that's the vet without the dot, a, the, o, de, a, and the H to complete the spelling. Avodah. Ani avodah. I work. I work. Ani avodah. I work. Okay? Clear? Should be. We've done it a few times. We've done it a few times. I know you're very clever. Kaf. There we have the kaf. Actually, it hasn't got the dot in it, so this is the kaf, and its value is 20. And we're going to use the kaf in which the word bend, bend. I bend something, or I bend down and bow to you. And the word is ikul. Ikul. There is the chirik, there's the yud, the ayin, that's got no sound. It takes the sound of the vowel, which is chirik yud. So that's ear, k, u, l. Earkul, earkul, earkul. You see, here it's a diphthong, but not too much. Earkul, earkul. Ani earkul. There's a sentence. I bend. Okay. Lamed. Lamed is the tallest letter in the Hebrew alphabet. Its value is 30. The L extends above the line at the top and then takes up between the two lines, takes up the rest of the space. We're going to use the word for lamed, which is staff or rod. Rod or staff. It is a makel. Makel. A staff or a rod. So a roi, which is a shepherd, will use a makel when he tends to his sheep. Okay, there is the a, there's the vowel, which is the patach, which means it's slightly shorter than the kamatz, which is longer. So it's not a makel, it's a makel. It's slightly shorter. It's a patach. Ma, ke, e, l. Makel. Lamed, staff or rod, is a makel. Makel. All right. Any questions there? Okay, good. I like. Okay, let's just use that for the laser. Right, let's go to mem. Here we go to mem. We're halfway through the alphabet. Mem. There is the mem open at the bottom with the, what I when I started learning to write the Hebrew letters, I said that looks like a little frog sitting on a rock. So that's my mem, is my little frog sitting on a rock. Its value is 40. And we're using the word might, which means strength. Same thing. We could use either strength or might. In your Bible, you'll find, well, if you use the Hebrew Bible, they will give you sometimes at the might translation, they will give you at the bottom, they'll give you a number 1, then they'll write at the bottom there strength. Just the 2, they'll bring the 2 in so that you can see it's either might, which means strength. Okay? And might is koach. 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 And there it is. It's with a k, and it has the dot in the middle, in its tummy. So it's k, and right on top, very faintly, but I hope you can see it, is the o, which is the vowel, ko, m, t, komats. Sorry, koach. Sorry, ko, a. You first say that thing beneath the ch, the chet, at the end. Every time there's a chet, not every time, but it's usually a chet at the end that has the the patach, underneath it, if you've got to say ko ach, because you've got to have your vowels for your consonants. Okay. Nun. Look at the nun, because nun seems to be figuring a lot and worrying a lot of us. We can't seem to recognize it. After mem, nun, samech, ayin, pei, that's very much like the English alphabet. Mem, nun, that is the nun, n, mem, nun. 50. And we're going to use the word air, which is under nun, and it is yoresh. So we have y, o, r, e, sh, yoresh. Yoresh. Can you see that you can very easily figure out what the word can be? If I were to give you a piece of a book written or printed, you'd be able to write each word out with its vowels, and then you'd be able to read it to me. Maybe you won't know what the words mean, but you will be able to read it very, very exactly. This is y, o, r, e, sh, yoresh, the air. If I say the air, I've got to say ha, yoresh. Remember, the definite article is ha, ha, yoresh, the air. But an air is just yoresh. Okay. Samech. Samech. Have a look. Samech. S, there's the S. It's a lovely square little figure. 60. 60. Samech, 60. 60 samech. So that's quite nice to remember. Samech is 60. Now we're going to use the word support. So that's nice with samech. And the word is tmicha. I should have a little sound, a dot there. Tmicha, 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 tmicha. And it's a feminine word. Look, there's the t. Oh, there is the schwa. That's why I say t. Then I've got a little thing, a dot there. E, to me, right. Here's an interesting thing. Because now I'm looking at it and I'm sort of going, but why is that a ch? Because it's not a chet. But it is the ch of the kaf. Can you see it is T, M, I, het, tmicha. That's the ch of the k, the kaf. Kaf, het, and the last letter. Can you see? That's a het, but it's a kaf, het. Kaf, het. It's not a het. Okay? So just take note of that with the spelling. I noticed that now for myself for the first time, because now I'm looking at it. Why is that now that ch and not the ch? Because I'm saying tmicha, but it's, no. It's the het of the kaf. The kaf with a dot, that's kaf, chaf, and there it is, chaf, a, with the ha at the end, tmicha, tmicha, I support, ani tmicha, okay, ani tmicha ata, I support you. Right, we come to the ayin. Ayin. Its value here is 70. And we're going to use the word to watch. And here again, it's to watch. It's not a yoresh, it's not a tmicha, but it is to watch. Here it is, lish more. L, I, le, I. Lir, ot. Oh, sorry. Lir, ot. Hierdie woord, this word is wrong. This lishmore is wrong. It should be L, I, R, shwa. So it's lir, and the a is related to the o. There is the o with a T. So it's lir ot. This lishmore is wrong. It's the wrong word. It should be lir ot. To watch is lir ot. Please write it there in your books. Write it, and so that we learn it properly. That lishmore is wrong. Lishmore is wrong. And I'll correct it the moment we go off here. Lir ot, not lishmore. It's to watch is lir ot. Okay. Pay. There is my pay. It also doesn't have a dot inside it. So this is the fay. Its value is 80. And we're going to use the word blow. Pay is mouth or fresh breath or things like that. But we're going to use the word blow. And it is cha, va, ta. Cha, va, ta. Here is the het. And the chatek pater. The v, a, t, a, h. Cha, va, ta. Ani, cha, va, ta. I blow. Ani, chavata, I blow. Did you see there that the cha is very fast because it is the shva with the patah, which is the shortest rendering of the a. Cha, va, ta. Cha, it's a chavata. It's chavata. Okay? Chavata. I blow. Ani chavata. Okay? We'll see if you understand. We'll see. Next and last one. Tzadi. There is tzadi. It looks like a man standing on his knees with his hands raised up to the air to God. And its value is 90. And the meaning, we're going to use the word that says wait. Ham ta na. Ham ta na. Ham ta na. Ta na. Ham ta na. Amtana. Amtana is to wait. I wait. Ani amtana. I wait for you. I wait. Amtana. 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 There it is. The h, a, patach, shfa, ham, t, a, n, a, ha, hamtana. I don't say the H. It's there to complete the spelling. Hamtana. Right. Cough. Cough. I love this cough. It's 100. Its value is 100. And we're going to use the word that says the adverb behind. It's an adverb and it's behind. Me a for. Me a for. Me a for. Me a for. There is m. It looks like an a, but we're going to say me a or r. Me a for. We're not going to say ma'achor. If you want to say ma'achor, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Because there are people in Israel that their linguists and their language does differ. So the one will say ma'achor and the other one will say me'achor. But it will still be the same. It will be behind. Ani me'achor ata. I am behind you. I am behind you. Me'achor, ma'achor. Same thing. The same difference. Here it is an a, so if you'd like to say ma'achor, that's fine. Me'achor, same difference. Okay. Where's that young gentleman of ours that says, oh, I'm getting so confused. Hey, Vince. Right, let's look at Resh. Resh, 200, its value. And we're going to use the word first. Rishon. Rishon is first. R, I, a. Ria, sh, o, n. Look there, that is the end nun. It should have the little top and then it goes down below the line. If the word was written between these two lines, that will go slightly below. That end nun will go below the line. Look there, it goes below the line. I like to keep the top little nun thingy on, just so that I remember it is a nun. It's not a chader or anything else. Resh, first, rishon, rishon, rishon. I don't say rishon. I don't say the last letter. Have you noticed that not in one of these, except Ma, a, for. R is the one of the, is a guttural letter. That's why I say the R. But the H and the N, even the K, I'll say bidiyuk, but you will sort of just hear faintly, you'll hear there's a K, and you'll know there's a K, but I haven't made it so obvious. Okay. Then shin or sin, it's this letter with either the dot on the right or the left. Its value is 300. And I'm going to use the word sharp. It's an adverb. Bidiyuk. Bidiyuk. You hear the K, but you don't really hear the K. Bidiyuk. Bidiyuk. Be, di, u, bidiyuk. You don't really hear the W. There's only a U. Bidiyuk. I put in a Y to remind me of how to say it. Bidiyuk. 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 Okay? Bidiyuk. Sharp. Then the last one, tav. Tav, 400. And I'm going to use the word that we use with the tav as a mark of the covenant, a mark. A mark is a siman, and it is shamech, s, I, m, a, n. Now you say to me, now this is a word for tav, but there's no tav in that whole word. Well, that's the way the spelling goes. Why it's like that, I wouldn't be able to tell you at the moment. Just learn this word siman as a mark, and it falls under the word tav. Siman. Siman. I said the N. Rishon. There I didn't say the N. Here I say it a little. Siman. I'll say it a little more than I usually say it. Any questions on any of these words? Not really. They just have to be learnt. And yes, they're not so easy, but all right. Shall I give you a little break so that you can go make yourself some coffee? Would you like a break? All right, let's take a break. Okay. See you in 5 minutes, folks. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
could I just ask you, I haven't sent you my homework. I know we have to send homework. Is it supposed to be like 5 sentences or?
As many as you like, sweetheart. It's
Okay.
I've just got to test that you know what you're doing. If not, if you don't do the sentences right, then I can say to you, listen, this is this and that, how to fix it. Fine.
Okay.
As many as you like,
okay,
but at least 5. As I'd say, at least 5. But if more, you're welcome. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. Go make yourself some coffee and make it nice. All right, I'm here. I'm here. Okay. Let's carry on. Good. Now we go to the easy part, the one that we all love, and the one that we find so easy is the alphabet. All right. Okay, let's do it all together just once, and then I'm going to ask you to do it separately for me. Okay, you all back? You here? Hope so. Thank you. Okay. I can hear you and I can see you. Okay. All right. Let's go. Aleph. Okay. I want you to say it for me, please. Aleph,
Aleph,
Bet,
Bet,
Vet,
Bet,
Vet, Vet.
Vet.
Yeah, I take my dog to the vet. A vet. This is a vet. Okay. Gimel,
Gimel,
Dalet,
Dalet,
Hey,
Hey,
Vav,
Vav,
Zayin. Whoa, sorry.
Da-
Oh, sorry.
Oh, jene.
Ja, keer gaat die kom moeilijkheid. Zayin, Zayin. Ja,
Zion,
Zayin. Get,
Het,
Tet, Yud,
Jud,
Kaf.
Kaf,
And there's the Chaf that I was talking about, the Techima. Remember? That's the Chaf
Chaf.
that I was talking about.
the
The
dot.
Kaf, the Kaf, Chaf. It hasn't got the dot. It hasn't got the dot, so it's a Ch. The same as the Chet. It's there, it's very much like a Chet. You can confuse it with a Chet. Okay, that's what I was meaning by the Kaf Chet. Okay. Lamed,
Lamed,
Mem.
Mem,
There's the little frog sitting on the stone.
yes,
Nun.
Nun,
Now, when we have the last letter and it's the N, then this part here breaks off and goes straight down. Okay, that's why that's the end nun.
Nun,
Samech. Samech. Yeah. Samech. It must be a ch, not a k. Samech. Samech.
Samech,
Yeah.
Samech.
Samech. Try and say. Okay. It just takes a bit of learning and then we get it right. Ayin,
Ayin,
pay.
Pay,
It's got the dot inside, so it's the pay.
Pay,
Now, without the dot, it's the pay. Right.
Tadi.
Adi. All right. Kof.
Cough.
Kof. Remember our chaf, our kaf was a kaf. Kaf. But this is a kof. Kof.
Kof,
Cough.
Kof,
Technically both K's, although this one's more like a Q, and it's got a little guttural sound. It's the hop. This is
Hop.
more like the hop, right? Resh is round. Resh.
Resh is round.
Resh. Shin.
Shin,
Sin.
Sin,
Sin is never right.
Right.
Sin is never right. That is sin. Sin is always left.
Left.
And then tough. Tough. Right. Who would like to recite for me, please? And please, I'd like, a little bit later, when I'm going to test you, I'm going to ask you to put on your screen so that I can see you, that you're looking at me and you're saying it without looking at your paper. Okay, because I've got to give a mark to Gavin, Pastor Gavin, and I'd like to give him an honest mark for your ability and for your knowledge. So let's play with, let's learn hard. This will be towards the end. So, okay, right. Okay. Sharon, you want to recite? Okay.
Okay. Aleph, Bet, Bet, ja. Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin,
Mhm.
Tet, Tet, Yud, Kaf, or Kaf, and Lamed. Then Mem,
Mhm.
Nun, Ayin, no,
Mhm.
Mem, Nun, Samech,
Good.
N, Hey, Fei, then Sadi, Kop, Resh, Shin, Sin, and Tav.
Nice. Very nice. Not too bad. Okay, that's Sharon. Okay. Sorry, my darling. Right. Let's just go back quickly. Right. Who wants to recite? Who wants to recite and have a look at me?
I'll go.
Right, Josh.
Aleph, Bet, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey. Sorry if you hear people in my daughter's in that.
All right.
Okay. Vav, Zayin, Het, Tet, Gimel,
Mm-hmm.
Dalet.
Uh-uh.
Yud. Sorry.
Okay. Stop.
Okay, let's go again. Yud, Kaf, Chaf, Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samer, Ayin, Pei. I don't know if you can hear my daughter. Sorry. Pei, Fei, Tzadi, Kof. Resh is round. Shin. Sin is never right. And Tav.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Mhm. Okay, kom ons gaan weer terug. Next. Konnichiwa. How is it about you? How do you look? Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Where are you? Ngoni. You haven't been on for a while. Talk to me. Who wants to recite? Vince?
Daddy,
Okay. Wie's die?
it's Ashley.
Okay, start.
Aleph, kan ik aangaan?
Kom, waar is jij?
Aleph,
Who else would like to go? Sharon? Would you like to try? Come on. Come on. I said you yes last week. We're going to ask you this week. Hmm? Come on. Hello there, my darling. Come. Let's go. Olive,
Vet, Timo,
I can't
Darling.
hear you, sweetheart. I can't hear you. I don't know if you're
I can hear her.
on.
It was a bit
Can you
delayed,
hear
but
me
I can
now?
hear her.
Full soft.
Yeah, I can
I
hear
can
you.
see your lips moving, but I can't hear your sound.
Ma'am, can you
Oh.
hear me?
Uh-uh.
Because I don't think ma'am could hear Ashley when he was talking as well. I don't think she
I
can
can-
hear you, Sharon.
Okay.
Uh-uh.
I can
Okay, I'm
hear.
gonna get
I
fixed
can't
now.
hear anything.
Oh,
I think that's why
Nothing.
Hello?
yeah, I think that's why ma'am
Aaron's
continued
off,
without
Josh is off, everybody's off. Okay, who else would try? Somebody that's got sound. I don't know
I can hear you.
what.
I can hear you.
I can hear you
I
clearly.
can't hear you, Josh. I can just see you making signs, but I can't hear you. So
Let me just-
come on, who's else?
Hello?
how do we
Who else
send a
wants to
message
recite?
at
Sharon,
because
Sharon,
I think
Ashley.
because if ma'am can't hear us, I think we need to
All
send
right.
her a message.
Let's just go
Josh,
through it
can you-
again once more, and then we're going to continue. Right. Let's just go through. Please say Aleph,
Aleph,
Bet,
Bet,
Gimel,
Bet,
Dalet,
Gimel,
Hey,
Dalet,
Vav,
Hey,
Zayin,
Vav,
Chet,
Zion,
Tet,
Het,
Yud,
Tet,
Kaf,
Yud,
Chaf,
Tav,
Lamed, Mem,
Lamed, Mem,
Nun,
Nun,
Samech,
Samech,
Ayin,
Ayin,
Pei,
Pei, Pei,
Tzadi,
Tzadi,
Resh,
Resh,
Shin,
Shin,
Sin,
Sin,
Tav. Okay,
Tav.
let's carry on. Let's look at our vowels again. A, E, I, O, U. And A, E, I, O, U. Hebrew vowels are grouped the same as in English, A, E, I, O, U, but they are pronounced phonetically. Each group of vowels is made up of three kinds: a long vowel, an A, a short vowel, an A, and a reduced or halved A vowel. I is the exception. It only has a short vowel. It's got the chirik yud and the chirik, which is the I. That's the little dot. Right. Ah, as in farm. We use the kamatz, which is the long A, the long A. And the word is, look at it nicely, a, u, a, chava, which is a farm. This is another word you can use when you want to make a sentence. Hat. We use the patach, which is shortened a, and it is bikta. Bikta. A hat is a bikta. A bikta. A bikta. B, I, k, t, a. Bikta. Bikta. All right. And garden, the chataf patach, the chataf patach, chataf Patah. Gun. Or the feminine, that is the male. The feminine is a a. Gina is feminine. So I am in the Gina. But Vince will be in the gun. Josh will be in the gun. Marius will be in the gun. Ngoni will be in the gun. But Sharon will be in the Gina. Sharon will be in the Gina. Ashley will be in the Gina. Because we are females. We'll be in the Gina, but the men will be in the gun. Same word for garden. Okay. Goodie. Next. Vowel E. A, E, I, O, U. There is the tsere, which is the 2. No, this is the 3. Right? Tsere. And it is Shem. There. Where is he? There. He is there. Shem. He is Shem. Obey. We use a segol. And it is le tsayit. Le tsayit. And to get is le kaval. That is a B or B, le kabal, le kabal, le kabal, le kabal is to get. And obey is the li sa yit, li sa yit. Obey will be a chatef segol, which means the 2 and the 1. Mi rats. Mif rats is a bay. And a girl is a yalada. Yalada. Yalda. Yalda. A girl is a yalda, and a yeled is a boy. Yeled. Yalda. Boy. Yeled. Yalda. Girl. The tells you it is a girl or a feminine vowel. I is the short one. It stays short. Bit. We have the chirik, which is the little dot, and it's pi tzat. Ki tzat. Ki tzat. Ki tzat. Ki tzat. Little, a little bit. Children, yeladim, yalda, yeled, yeladim. Children. It's the 3 words that are together. Beat is selek, selek, and candy is sukaria, 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 sukaria. Okay. Oh. Go, we use the kubutz, which is the 3 dots down like that, the 3 dots down, and they are holech, 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 ani holech, I go. War and radio. War is we use the shuruk, which is the vav with the dot in its tummy, which is the u. That's a vowel carrier. Milchama. Milchama. Milchama is war. We make war. Milchama. Milchama. Radio is al goed. Al goed. You sort of hear the T, but you don't hear the T. Al goed. Al goed. Door is delet. 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 U, as in boot, is magaf. Magaf. I've got to say the end F, otherwise the word is wrong. Magaf. Magaf. Put lasim. Lasim. I put lasim. Lasim. And human is enoshi. Enoshi. Jew is Yehuda. 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 Shoot. Remember, this is the one that's different. And this is the word dabar, which is the word for word or thing. Dabar. I've got a thing. I've got a dabar. I say a dabar. Well, I'll speak a dabarim, but it's if I say to you, shoot, that is dabar. That's the one that I said to you, learn it. It's a special word. Just learn it. Whatever it is, learn it. True is na or n. Nachon. Nachon. And the schwa is normally quiescent without sound. It marks the end of a syllable. There, end of a syllable. Yehuda. Yehuda. We'll get into that a little bit more later. Okay? Okay. The schwa vowel is a reduced vowel and it's halves a short vowel. It's that little two dots. There are two kinds of schwa. They look the same but have different functions. Schwa na at the beginning of a word or syllable is vocal, which means you will say the sound of the letter and the vowel. So it's ha, r, be, harbe, which is a little. Harbe is also a little. Harbe. Shvanach at the end of a word or syllable is silent, which means you only say the sound of the letter. Ye, there I said the H, ye. Ye will be ye. Ye. I'm going to say ye. You've got to know, because in modern Hebrew, they don't write the vowels, they don't write the dots and the dashes. You've got to know that ye, like it's written there, without its vowels. is will be. And that's where I find I have not a problem, but just a slight little challenge that I've got to learn harder than usual. Kamets. The kamets vowel is one of the three vowels. It sounds like in father. Kamets. Long, changeable. I can change that to a patah if I add things to the rest of the word. There is the patah, which is just the little dash. As in much. It is short. And there it is with the two dots, the shwa and the patah. And it's as in allow. It's reduced. Kamets is a long changeable vowel. You can lengthen it by adding a yud. Ayur. But then it will be pronounced ai, as in fly. Then it's a diphthong. Okay? So what is a diphthong? A diphthong is two sounds. I, fly. When kamets is shortened, it is replaced by a patah. As I said to you, I can shorten that, but use the patah. Segol is the three vowels, the three little dots. It sounds like the in red. It's a short vowel. There are the three dots. It's a segol. We call that the segol. As in red, which is short. It's red. Tsere is a as in 8. But did you hear the long changeable? Tsere. And then you have the chatef, segol. It's the short red, reduced. By adding a shwa, the length of the vowel is reduced. It is then a chatef segol and pronounced as the in red. Chirik, that is your I. It sounds like the I in sing. Chirik is a short vowel. There are no reduced I vowels. There's the dot, chirik, I, as in sing. It's short. Now, the chirik yud is the diphthong. It goes E. Chirik yud is as in green. You hear it sort of it goes on a bit longer. So we call it a long, unchangeable vowel because it is attached to the yud. If a vowel is attached to a yud, either the o, the dot on the head, or the u in the tummy, or the chirik yud, which is ear, or fly, then we call it long unchangeable. You can't change it. Although with the E, it's short, they call it the long unchangeable. Don't get confused. Just hang on. Cholem is the O, which is the top one on top of the letters. Now you've seen them, you know them, you're not worried by them. O, as in yellow. Cholem is the only vowel that is written above the letters, and cholem is a long, changeable vowel. Cholem, O, as in yellow, long, changeable. Vav, O, cholem vav. Now, because it's a cholem and a vav, you can't change them. They're long, unchangeable. O as in yellow. Cholem va is O. Chatef kametz is O as in doll. O. O as in doll. I have a doll. Now listen to that. It's reduced. Doll. It's not yellow. Yellow. And then the kametz hatuf. This is the one, it is O as in store, or as in store. And that is short. We have the kibbutz. Kibbutz vowel is one of the two U vowels. It sounds like the U in foot. Kibbutz is a short vowel. There are the three dots that I said to you. That's U as in foot. Kibbutz, it's short. Shurek, U as in blue. Long, unchangeable. Long, unchangeable. Now, those are all the vowels that we have. And, sorry. Oh, why doesn't it want to go now? Okay. Now, have a look at this screen. We're going to end off tonight with a reading exercise. Thank you. My coffee's finished. Can you see this? Let me see if I can. Hang on. Okay, sorry. There we are. Neeman. Sorry. Sorry, where are we? Oh dear, where have we gone? We've gone. I must go to the end. I want to go to the end. That's there. Commits. And we end. And there I am again on the reading page. Right. There is a word. It's M-A-N. Man. Man. T-A-L. Tal. Right. Vince, what is this word? Vince, where are you? Come. Look at this word here where I'm pointing with the arrow.
I am
This
on
is
duty.
a...
I can hear you, but I can't comment. Eh?
Where's Vince? Vince?
Yes,
Vince?
can you hear me?
I don't, ma'am,
Can
I
any
don't
of you
think
folks hear me? Oh, I can't hear Josh.
I can hear
Coming.
Vince.
There, he can hear me.
Connie, can you hear me?
I can hear Vince. I can hear
Yeah,
Vince.
like I said,
Come on, folks, where are you? Vince, what is this word? All right, Josh, if you want to have a look at the word, what is that word? That is
Can you hear me, man?
Okay, that is a sh, that's a shin, and that is an oo. It's a vowel, the, with a dot in the tummy, the, oo. So it's sh, oo, and that is a V or a V, a va. wait, sorry, wait. Shuv, u, wait, shuv.
Cool.
Right, I'll tell you what I mean now, but there is an ayin and an o and a f. Off.
Off.
Off is a background. A, o, r is an or, which is a light. I'm just going to say them quickly. Don't worry to write them down. Right? There is a sh, a, sham. That's there. G, a, r, and r, a, That is how the words will be written in modern Hebrew, in books and in newspapers and things. That is how you're going to see them when, and I will show you a little later, I will take out the newspaper, our Hebrew newspaper, and I'll show you what it looks like. And you will see how that there are no vowels and no things. These have still got vowels in, because we're learning them. But I don't want you to worry too much about this. I'm going to send this reading exercise to you during next week, if the Lord spares me, and you can have a look and see if you can see them and understand them and read them, or even if you just write them out, and then I can give you the meanings and what they mean, what they are. It's just going to give you more letters and more words to use. All right. But now I want us to go back to right in the beginning words that are the, oh dear, we've got the whole alphabet. But anyway. Right. Here we are. I want each one of us, each one of you, Sharon, Ashley, Zenzele, Vince, Joshua, I want you to give me one sentence, Hebrew sentence, and I want you to write it down, and you're going to send it to me on the WhatsApp. Well, I want you to send me 5 sentences. Now, Sharon's been working hard, and Joshua's been working. So, Kevin, Gonitso, come on. Okay, come, let's take an example. Here is Aleph, which is Ani, which is I. Okay, so let's look for something that I can do. I plowing, I outside. Okay,
I work.
remember, there is no present tense definitive. So I outside is a sentence in Hebrew. Ani chitzoni. I'm outside. I outside. I don't have to say I am outside. I can say I outside. Or if you want to, I work. Ani avodah. I work. Or ani ikul. I bend. Okay? You see,
Hello.
there's 2 words. It's a sentence. I bend.
Hello, Tani.
We can get more involved.
Hello, Tani.
I don't think
Bends
ma'am can hear us.
right.
She can't hear you.
Ani tmicha. Tmicha.
Good.
Who am I supporting? Tmicha.
Vera, can you hear me?
I'm supporting. Who am I supporting?
Hello?
I don't think Tani can hear either of us.
Who can I support? Ani. Okay. I support. Where's my support? Sorry, I just want to go to support here. Ani tmicha. And we have the word ima. I support mother. I support mother. Ima. I support mother. Ani tmicha ima. Ani tmicha. Tmich. Ani tmich. Abba. I support father. All right. Come on. Let's see. Who wants to give us? Okay, Josh. Oh, I can't hear you.
I don't think you.
Yeah, ek gaan jou nie hoor nie. You don't want to put on the. Okay. Ani
I don't.
chavata. Ani chavata. I blow.
Josh, can Tani hear
I don't
any
know.
of us?
No. Does anyone know how to send ma'am a
Where
message?
are those other words that we used with in the other one? Sorry, I just want to see what this thing is doing here. Making a noise. Sorry.
Atau
Okay.
bahasa.
Use these words. Have a look at them. Have you got them? Have you got them? I wait. Ani hamtana. There you are. Hamtana. I wait. Hamtana. Ani hamtana. What else? What else would you want to use? Huh? You can't hear. Oh,
No,
dear.
I can hear. I can hear. I
Oh,
don't know how
Josh.
to. I don't know
Oh,
how to. No.
shall we call it a day? Take your words, use them and look at them and see if you. Eisenzele, where are you? I can't see you. Okay. I wait. Ani hamtana. Ata, we had that one. Ata was you for the boy. Ata is for the boy, Josh. Ata. Now, hamtana, you're just going to hamtan. The a is the female. Okay. Hello, Zenzele. Are you keeping well? Yes, I know. I can see you cold. Me too, but we're all cold. All right. Okay, folks. Shall we carry on? We can carry on. I can carry on. There's lots of stuff still. But I think for tonight, Josh is showing me that he wants to go to sleep. So, okay, let's just say, fine. Let me give you the homework. See if you can do me 5 sentences. Send them to me on my WhatsApp, and then we'll take it from there. All right? Is that fair? Okay, we'll do that. Thank you very much. Bless you. I know it's cold and I know it's a little bit early, but we will do longer times further on. But now, thank you very much for everybody that's there. Thank you, Bev. We're not going to worry about the singing tonight. We will sing again tomorrow or next, if the Lord spares us next week. Here are your words. Have fun. I'm going to stop sharing now.